Welcome to the analysis of this channel. I want to continue appreciating you so much because of your continuity to support the work of this channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as far as we are concerned, there's something that is coming out in terms of China locking out Kenya out of the new debt relief. One thing that I have realized is that we as Kenyans, we have benefited a lot when it comes to this thing called debt relief that China has been always providing for us. By the way, I know some people will ask this simple question. What is the meaning of debt relief? Debt relief is a way that the government is borrowing money and to come to make certain projects in our country. But I have realized that these debt reliefs, are they doing whatever it is required for that purpose of that money? That is the question. As far as we are concerned, China has come out very elaborate to say that Kenya will be among those countries that will not and will be locked out from new debt relief. This come after 10 years. This come after 3 years ago. Rigathi Gachagua has been in a record saying these following things, and when I was like looking at the scenario how Rigathi Gachagua has been talking throughout his political career towards China giving us debt, it seems like China's are looking out these countries that are bragging on themselves that they can do without this debt relief. And in fact, Tanzania is also among those countries that has been locked out from the debt relief. Now, this is what Rigathi Gachagua has been saying, and I want you to watch the video of Rigathi Gachagua, then we continue at that point.
10 years, this will be a Chinese colony. Because you cannot talk of political independence when you have no economic independence. Economic independence is the most important thing, others follow. And we must empower our people and make sure they are protected from unfair competition and mistreatment by people who do not belong here. And I'm not saying we have anything against investors. We want them to come, but they want them to work with us, and we don't want them to come and destroy the local capacity. And if we don't protect the local capacity and we allow the Chinese to kill the local capacity, they are quoting laws so that our people cannot compete. In another 10 years, when the entire local capacity is entirely destroyed, they'll come back now and raise the prices. And there's nothing we shall do because we shall have no capacity. So this bill intends to protect the local capacity. We want them to partner with us so that there's technology transfer. We want our engineers to be parts of these projects. They are coming with everything: engineers, surveyors, plant operators, drivers. Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive a truck? Why do you need to bring somebody from China to drive an excavator? We have plant operators here in thousands who are jobless. Our people have closed down their shops. There's no business. These guys now have come, they are even hawking. They are opening retail shops. And we want to challenge the Minister of Interior. We want to challenge the Cabinet Secretary, who is very abrasive and who looks very active. All these Chinese who are here doing manual work, where did they get permits to come to this country? Those who are here and they have no business being here, they be put on a plane back to their country. Those who need to stay here, they can stay. Those who have skills that are not available locally. But gentlemen, are you telling me that we have no people who can repair tubes when there is a tire burst? Surely, these people have come too much. This is an invasion.
Rigathi Gachagua, according to the video that you have watched, he said that 10 years coming, Kenya was going to be colonized by Chinese. Why? Because he claims that we cannot call ourselves political independent, yet we are economical independent. What does Rigathi Gachagua means? He means that what we as Kenyans we must do, as far as we are political independent, we must also be economical and independent. And then I want to ask a simple question. We can be economical independent, yes, but the question that we always ask ourselves, does this process making Kenya to be economical independent, are these leaders are really towards making Kenya to be economical independent? Then I want to say no, because Kenyans, they always elect leaders that are going to represent them in terms of what they believe that economic is going to be improved. But little they didn't know that leaders that are being elected in the offices, they having different certain interest, not even the public interest. That is why the other time in a public video or press briefing, Uhuru Kenyatta came out very elaborate that Kenyans have been they've been losing 2 billion every day. Then the question that we ask ourselves, furthermore, Rigathi Gachagua has come out very elaborate, yes, to describe these so-called Chinese, that they must come as investors, that also they are going to restore, yes, they are going to restore the dignity of the locals. And if they are going to destroy the dignity of locals capacities, it means that according to him, they will not accept this. And as you know, that one thing that you don't realize, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And that is according to what we know. Furthermore, he's coming again saying that the Chinese killed the local capacity of Kenyans through those debts that they have been lending Kenya. And he's saying that Chinese has been always coming with, when it comes to, for example, maybe tender or anything in terms of building roads or any factory or companies, he's accusing Chinese bringing their operators, yet we are having operators, bringing their surveyors, yet we have our surveyors, bringing their manual workers, yet we are having manual workers, yes. Then in terms of what we know here, in terms of is saying that if a Chinese can bring their manual workers, what about our manual workers? Then if in case we have our manual workers, it means that these manual workers must be deported to their country. The problem that we are in now is that Rigathi Gachagua, when he was talking 3 years ago, he never understood that this debt relief was so much beneficial to us, because those we have been not financially stable. Why? Because our country has been always collecting revenue, but this is called revenue or taxes, then they are not using it in accordance to what we are expecting. And that is why you see every leader that is being appointed in certain public office, they always misuse the finances, and they are using the public resources very badly. So the question that I'm asking Rigathi Gachagua, if yes, 3 years ago you talked about Chinese not giving us debts, and also not accepting plant operators, surveyors of Chinese to come in our country, then you must open another alternative that will ensure that we are having enough surveyors, we are having enough plant operators, we are going to have enough manual workers, and furthermore, we are going to have resources, for example, money that is going to make us develop what we want. But if Rigathi is talking that we don't want Chinese, it means then we are not making work extra. It means that we are looking for to be economically independent, but we don't have the resource. We are a country that has been listed among those certain countries that also depends on other resources from other countries. For example, borrowing. And this borrowing is for making developments. But the problem that we have with our Kenyans is that we borrow, but few individuals make these resources or money to land on their private pockets. So Kenyans are not benefiting. So Kenyans are going to suffer, not have this debt relief, because maybe certain leaders have come out to say that they don't need it. Why are you saying that you don't need it? Then on the other side, you're saying that Chinese is likely to colonize our country. We ourselves, we are colonizing our country because those such called leaders, people like Rigathi Gachagua, they are now going with their companies, they are going to make deals in the process of being leaders in the Republic of Kenya. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, give your opinion, give your comment, give what you know, reasons at the comment section below. Otherwise, bye-bye till we meet on another video.